Welcome. This is Wellness Turn. I wanted to share some things that we should eat, especially as we age. So, what do you think we should be eating as we age? Any thoughts? Okay, so let's start with what's happening when we are aging. For us women, when we get into our late 40s, early 50s, we start getting into menopause. Because of that reason, we have to really take good care of ourselves, men too, but more so for women. When we get to our late 40s, and sometimes, unfortunately, for some people, menopause does happen earlier, or someone could have their menopause delayed until in their late 50s. I've seen people even in their 60s is still having their cycles. But understanding the body changes is very important for you to be able to take care of your body and giving your nutritional needs, or supplying your body with all the nutritional needs that are necessary for you to be able to go circles of life, these circles of life. So, for instance, estrogen will start dropping when we get into menopause. And menopause is described as a time when a woman will not have a cycle consecutively for 12 months. That means you are in a fully menopause period. So regardless of that, as we age, our estrogen is going to drop, especially when we are not, um, you know, giving birth in the age where we could give birth anymore. And because of that and other factors that are taking place right now, particularly focusing on women for estrogen, we start experiencing certain things because when you are losing something in your body, there's something that has to take place to accommodate that. So one example would be, as we don't have enough estrogen for women, for instance, we were not likely to have enough calcium supplied to our bones or to create more bones, because bones are always forming and breaking and forming. So without enough calcium, we won't be able to do that. Not to mention there are other components that you need to even be able to have strong bones. It's not just calcium, but that's one of the issues. Also, we would have problems falling asleep because of the changing in the hormones. So that's likely to happen. We would have a few other things taking place, including lack of pressure, like things that we may have enjoyed before, maybe spending time with a lot of people, talking on the phone, just, having a lot of friends. We start drifting farther and farther from those things if we are not watchful, because your body is just not as energetic as it used to be. So you tend to try to do less automatically. And you will also likely to have heart conditions. So heart diseases are likely mainly because you don't have that hormone to carry the extra fat into where it's supposed to be in the body. Like for instance, we know our brains need a lot of fat, but if you don't have that extra molecule from the estrogen to carry the fat in your body, now the fat is gonna be sitting there, and guess what? This is why it's common when you age to gain some weight, or sometimes it could be because you are not exercising enough. Because what's happening is that most of the time, the fat that you don't need, the bad fat, the LDLs, those are the type of the fat, the cholesterol that's gonna start piling up, the triglycerides, extra triglyceride that you don't need. So it will start piling up, and that causes heart problems. And what you could do, which is often as we age, not likely, is exercise. If we exercise, we are likely to increase our good cholesterol, our high cholesterol. The H, I associate that with high. So if you can think of LDL for low, uh, HDL is for high, just to keep it simple for you. So then the cholesterol that you need to be high in your body, now you can increase it if you exercise. And it's not just like little walks, which walks are okay, because when you're starting out, you don't want to overdo it. And if you have a personal trainer or someone who can work with you, that would be even preferred because you don't want to overdo anything. But where we want to get really is where we can actually start lifting up some weight, because you want to be able to build those muscles that you are losing, and the bones that you are losing. To you need to create strength, so the muscles, when the muscles are attached to those bones, they will prevent all the um, excess damage that could happen to your cells. But guess what? In order to get those muscles, you also need to eat right. So, for instance, you need protein. We know the importance of protein to help build your cells, build up everything that you need to be refurbished. And if you don't eat enough protein, your body is likely to be wrinkled, especially if you exercise, you're going to be breaking more protein from your muscles. So we don't want that. You want to make sure you're getting enough protein in your diet. How much protein? Probably you have to talk to a nutritionist or a personal trainer, or you could go on websites such as myplate.gov. They'll give you some general recommendations on things that you could eat. So that will be another cheap, easy way to do that. But if you go to wellnessturn.com, we can chat with you and help you as well. So anyway, so back to eating. So if you eat protein, that should always be primary. If you are buying protein powders, make sure you buy something that's naturally, you have to know the product. It has to be from natural foods, things that are natural. You have to make sure there is leucine, because leucine is the important amino acid, is branch chained. Those chains will collect the other amino acids to help with expanding the molecule of protein. So that's how you can get your muscles built up, and you can get your body, your cells rejuvenated again. Leucine has to be your primary protein or amino acid when you buy protein. So look for leucine. The easiest way to get leucine, besides the fact that you could, try to work with plant-based source such as beans and rice. That gives you a complete protein. Quinoa will give you a complete protein. But I mean, what I mean is a complete protein. That means it has at least the 9 essential amino acids that you need, including leucine. So if you're not using plant-based, you could use meat, but go lean on meat. Eggs, lean beef, fish, they'll give you chicken as well, turkey. They'll give you that protein that you need, including leucine, so you don't have to worry about which protein, which type of amino acid you're not getting, because these will actually tend to give you the complete protein, complete amino acids that you need in your protein. So, yes, try to look for leucine, or if you're using animal protein, which is for the most part complete, be careful the type of animal protein you're using, how it's processed, but look for lean, because we don't want all this extra fat from the animal, since we're already getting fat from, hopefully, our natural nuts and seeds and avocados, which will increase your HDL, which is good cholesterol or good fat for you to process all the vitamins that need to dissolve in fat, like the A, D, E, K vitamins. They need fat to be able to process all the uh, different things that you need to be moved around your body with the fatty molecule. So, and also, we want to not to eat too much fat, because we know that without estrogen, it's very hard to move fat through the body, because fat is not soluble in water, so it will not be soluble in the blood, because blood is water based. So you need that estrogen to carry through. If you eat too much fat, then you are likely to gain weight. And so it's going to be a matter of a balance. And the reason is because I still want you to add carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is important. Even though you could go on a fat-based meal, maybe little carbohydrate, little protein. That's okay, depending on your makeup and what your body needs. Like if you have diabetes, you want to cut down on carbohydrates. That's understood. But be careful, because if you're trying to build muscles and trying to stay fit and avoid all these, sagging skins, you need some complex carbohydrate with protein in order for you to build those muscles. Not to mention, if you are active, you need to make sure you have the right amount of protein and carbohydrate deposited in those tissues in your muscles for you to be able to sustain the activity levels you need to sustain it daily. So, a balanced meal will give you a better night's sleep, and you have to really work with your body, know what your body needs, what's best for you. Not everybody is the same. If you need help, again, reach us at wellnessturn.com. You can reach out. We'll be happy to work with you. Send us a message there. We will chat with you. Or you can leave a comment below. And I am happy to speak with you today. Looking forward to talking with you next time. There is more video. Continue watching. Let us grow together. Turn into wellness. Wellnessturn.com. Anna of Tanzania signing off. Thank you.